Alrighty my dudes, welcome back to the Triple Lock channel. I hope you're all doing epic, and it's an epic day for me. Got new rubber, and I got a new camera. So it's a great day, and the weather is fine as hell. So before we get cracking on today's topic, hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you already have, you guys are epic. So today's topic, 5 tips every rider needs to know about. Now they're in no particular order, but I do think they're quite crucial, and I'm always going to keep coming up with a new list as often as I can. Alrighty, so number 1, never assume that every road user has seen you. Now I know it's very easy to look at somebody else on the road when they're saying, I don't know, pulling out of a junction, and it looks like they're looking into your direction, and you're thinking, oh yeah, okay, they must have seen me then, so everything's sweet. But that's not the case, because the way that the brain works for every road user, every human being, is you only look out for the most dangerous objects to you. So if you are, say, in a car, you're going to be looking out for the trucks, you're going to be looking out for other cars, and you know, if somebody's into their bikes and whatnot, or they are just generally that extra cautious, then they will be looking out for the bike, but you cannot assume that they have. So you on a motorcycle, you're going to be a hell of a lot more vigilant, looking out for absolutely everything on the road. So just never assume they have seen you. It would be nice in an ideal world if everybody did, but that's just not the case. The way the mind works is it blocks out the least dangerous thing. Just bear that in mind when you're out and about and you're about ready to sort of tear into somebody, get up to their car, oh, you didn't see me, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm getting so tired of those videos. I don't know about you guys. You know, some of them are funny, but the others are just get boring, man. You see people getting in a strop and a stress all the time. Shit happens. So what, right? Anyway, on to number 2. Before you head out for your ride, every ride, set yourself a goal for something new that you would like to learn. Something that you may feel like you're either a bit rusty at, or something that you haven't learned yet. And with everything, start off real simple and then build onto it. There's no point trying to learn everything about motorcycling in one day, because it will never work. You know, we would all love to be fantastic, amazing riders all off the bat, but it doesn't come like that. It comes with time and experience. It comes with criticism, self-criticism. So before you go out, so say maybe you're not so good at progressive braking, which I've also done a video on. If you want to check it out, I'll pop it up the top. So before you go out, just say to yourself, right, I want to get better at that. So that's what you set yourself to do. You go out and you practice it more and more, you know, and if you're unsure, you ask somebody who does know, or say you want to get better in your cornering, or you want to get even better with maybe your mindset and staying a bit calmer. Just go out and practice. Find a technique, something that you know that you necessarily carry as a bit of a flaw and you want to get better at. Man, there is tons and tons of bikes out today. Beautiful day. Anyway, I digress. So pick a subject, pick something that you feel that you lack, and go out and practice it. Get better at it. Anyway, on to number 3. Practice good body positioning. Now, what I mean by this is, say if you're taking a bend, it's about learning where to place your body in regards to what you're doing. The best way to get you and your bike into position, if you remember like the old compasses you used to use in school where they slide the pencil through and it creates that perfect circle, right? That's what you and your bike are trying to achieve. So you being the point in the middle and then the pencil on the outside, which is your bike. So that's why you see MotoGP and, you know, any racers and whatnot leaning themselves right off the bike, because they're trying to decrease the lean angle of the bike, because the bike is way more stable in an upright position, so you're trying to achieve that as best as possible. So definitely worth checking it out. There's an abundance of resources on YouTube about body positioning that I think you'll find very helpful. I will do a full video on it one day. I'm just briefly going over it, anything. So alrighty then. Number 4, learn how to maintain your own motorcycle. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a huge believer in supporting your local and small businesses. So like the chap that I use, Smiffy Superbikes, fantastic. If there's anything that I don't feel like I can handle on my own, anything I wouldn't know how to do, you know, just generally not balls enough to have a go of, I'll go to him. So Smiffy Superbikes in Acle, definitely worth checking him out. I'll leave a link in the description below. Fantastic dude, real friendly, wealth of knowledge. Anyway, so learn to maintain your own bike, whether it be your chain, you know, make sure you're cleaning your bike, make sure you're changing the oil. It's not that hard of a job. Your oil filter, air filter, spark plugs, you know, the coil packs, things like this are not out of your reach to do. You know, unless obviously you have to take it to a dealership for its, you know, for its routine services so you can get your stamp. Fair enough, let them do it. You know, because at least then you know it's been done right, and if anything goes wrong, you've got someone to fall back on to say, hey, look, don't worry, we'll sort it out for you. But if you're past the point of, you know, taking it in for its full, you know, for its service history and things like that, then crack on doing it yourself. It's great stuff to learn. The more you know about how to fix your bike, the better you know how to use it. You know, it creates mechanical sympathy, and you also know how harder to push it. Then you know whatever you're doing with your motorcycle is correct. All right, so maintain your own motorcycle. And number 5, last and final 4. Now, definitely worth jumping onto the internet, jumping onto YouTube and looking up the meaning of this in full. I want you to learn about the Dunning-Kruger effect. Now, this is especially interesting for beginners, but this is not just for beginners, it's for absolutely everybody. So for every time you improve on your motorcycle and you feel like you're getting better at it, and you start to gain some overconfidence, some, you know, too much confidence with your riding, and because you believe that your riding has improved, or because you feel that you're doing good, you start taking more risks. You start doing things out of your capabilities. Now, there is an approach to this that will help you pull yourself back a bit. Now, you've heard the term, you are your own worst critic, and I'm a very firm believer of that. You definitely are your own worst critic. Instead of critiquing yourself in a way that you start going, yeah, I'm really good, start saying to yourself, no, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough yet. Because then you will always strive to be better, rather than saying, yeah, I'm great. As soon as you say I'm great, that's when you then start to get complacent and start to believe you are better than you are before it is your time to believe so. So look up the Dunning-Kruger effect, have a little think about it, and always find ways to improve your riding. Alright, my dudes, anyway, that's my list of 5 today. I didn't want to make it an exceptionally long video, just a quick few things for you to think about, and I will constantly be trying to update this list to make sure that there are more food for thought for you to keep better in your riding. And it's not just you, it's with me too. I'm always trying to do this. I'll never tell myself I'm the best rider, and the last thing I want to do is start something where I can then reach a limit and go, oh, I know everything now. Well, then it becomes boring. I always want to learn more, and so should you. Alright, my dudes, anyway, thank you so much everybody for liking, subscribing, commenting. You've all been amazing. If you haven't yet, hit everything down below, join my Discord server, hit me up on the Instagram, and let's get chatting. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.